Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am excited about today's video. I get this question asked all of the time, and that is, how can I close more people when I don't have any certification? So on today's training, we are going to go over how you can actually close more customers into your coaching, consulting, or agency services without some sort of fancy plaque on the background, and how you can convey confidence and all these other great things to help people move forward. Let's just jump into this training. All right, you guys, so on today's training, we're gonna really map out the 4 things that I have found you can utilize if you're a coach consultant selling some sort of services or products that you feel like you may need some sort of certification for. At the end of the day, you guys, let me help you to understand that people do not care about your certifications. They care about what's in it for them. They care about the desired destination that they want to accomplish. And the only things that are going on through their mind is, can I trust this person? Do I believe them? And can they help me to be able to reach my goals? Those are the things that they care about, not a plaque on the back of your wall. It's not that certifications can't obviously help you. Education is super important. It gives you certainly gives you some credibility, but do you have to actually have it in order to run a successful business? I get life coaches asking me this all of the time, that they don't have any kind of certification. Well, the reality is that if you have a solution to somebody's problem, and if you've been there, done it, and you know how to help them to reach their goal, you have a business. So let's jump into how to actually do that. Some 4 key things that I have found can be super impactful without that certification. Number 1 is to understand how to explain a hero's journey. Now, this hero's journey is probably one of the most impactful things to get buy-in from the prospect that you can help them to accomplish their goals. And there's 4 core components to the hero's journey. Number 1 is the separation. Number 2 is the destination. Number 3 is the ordeal. And number 4 is the return. So when you're explaining to a prospect about why it is that you're doing what it is that you do, or your hero's journey, a hero's journey can be more impactful than a certification, because what you're doing is you're explaining to the prospect that you've been in a unique situation, that you were able to get to the same destination that they are wanting to go. So it does a lot of things. It creates credibility. It gives the person insights. They understand why you're doing what it is that you're actually doing. So separation, first and foremost, is this pivotal point that something actually happening. Let's say I was marketing some sort of weight loss product or services, and something happened where my wife just came in and said, listen, you've been overweight. I'm not attracted to you anymore, and I want a divorce if you don't lose. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen to anybody, but the point is that there was some sort of separation, this instant that happened in your life that created some sort of separation. Now, the descent is when you actually spiraled down. You were super depressed, frustrated about the fact that this is actually happening, and you hit this rock bottom. You went through this ordeal. You said to yourself, man, I have got to come up with something that just gets me back onto the situation. So you discovered something. You came up with this process. Then your ascent back to where it is that you actually wanted to be at. By explaining to somebody that hero's journey. And the purpose of this training is not to script out your personal entire hero's journey, but we definitely are going to be doing that on future trainings, because if you can explain that to people, it's more important than a certification in order for them to pay you for your services or products. So number 1, understand how to present your hero's journey. Number 2 is your credibility. Now, credibility comes in a lot of different situations. If the person believes that you can help them to reach their desired destination, there's a few things that are going to happen if the prospect believes in you. And the way that you actually demonstrate this credibility is through your competence, your results that you've actually gotten for other people, the commonality. Hey, I've been there and actually done that before. I went through this ordeal and got where I wanted to be at. And also your intent, the intent of why it is that you created this program or service or offering. So hero's journey, your credibility on why you decided to actually start coaching people, which I kind of gave away. Number 3, which is really your why, which is hero's journey, your credibility, who you've been able to work with before in the past, and then why you're doing what you do is going to give additional credibility and confidence in the prospect's mind to purchase your services or products. And then number 4 is to come up with this unique selling mechanism. So when you were at the bottom of the hero's journey, you had to come up with some sort of system system. You had to come up with some sort of process that enabled you to be able to get to your desired destination. So let's use this as an example. Well, for instance, I actually coach a lot of coaches, consultants, and agency owners and high ticket sales reps on how to close more deals. I have what's called the S7 sales system. It is a process. It is a system that allows people to actually convert and close more deals. That's my unique selling mechanism. If you're marketing and advertising and you're a life coach and you don't have any certification, is that when you were in that bottom of that life's journey, you came up with this process called the GIFT system, where G stands for this. Anyway, point being is that we can map out your unique selling mechanism. But the unique selling mechanism is the thing that actually separates you from anybody else. It's not a certification. I don't need a certification. It's unique to the marketplace. It's my particular system that justifies also a higher price point because it's totally unique to what it is that you do. And because you've built in this credibility with the prospect, you can actually charge for those types of higher ticket type services or products. So if you can master those 4 things without a certification, I can promise you that you can close more people into your services and products. Hopefully you found this training very, very helpful. I can promise you don't need a plaque on the wall in order to help people move towards their desired destination. Guys, like always, smash the like button, follow me on YouTube. And if you have any questions, click the link below, ask a question. I'll get back to you, do some additional training, and stay tuned because we got some exciting additional trainings coming up.